Hey everybody, it's Tim and Jennifer. We're doing
Hi.
something we've never done before.
I guess we've not done this before. Weird.
Apologies to all the broken promises and other things we've tried to do. We moved one time, and then we meant to do. We're gonna do not a board game review, not like it's kind of our first
Board game preview?
impressions, maybe.
Yeah, I think first impressions is probably the best way to say it.
So of Betrayal Legacy, we're gonna do. Zero spoilers. I mean, I guess if you want to go into it extremely blind,
Then you probably wouldn't be watching a video about it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do any spoilers for it. It's just
right.
general. If you know the concept of Betrayal as a game, then you should not be spoiled by what we're talking about.
And you'll see my slipper's in the way. You'll see the some of the differences. I'll talk about some of the differences.
Yep.
It's from doing Game of Thrones too much, where I think everything is a spoiler, which is not the case.
Well, you know what? Being on the internet for long enough, people will yell at you for anything as a potential spoiler.
Yeah.
So, if you're that scared, you shouldn't be watching this video.
Right. So, but before, let's just tell people though, Jennifer.
Yeah.
On a scale to 0 to 10, where are you with the Betrayal?
With Betrayal?
Yeah, Legacy.
I am at least at a 9.
Okay.
I feel like I like board games a lot. I don't like board games as much as you do. So that's the only reason I put myself at a 9, just because I could never possibly be as high up as you. But I actually really liked this Betrayal in general, and this version of Betrayal I like a lot more than some super crunchy board games, personally. I think that Betrayal I like a lot because it kind of leans into you telling a story. And Betrayal Legacy is basically almost like playing a spooky D&D via board game.
Right.
Which I really liked a lot.
Yeah. I'm at a similar level. I think I'm trying to keep my expectations low.
I know.
Because, sometimes it's hard to get a Legacy game going. Right now we have another D&D, in-person D&D game. We hung out with our big group of other friends.
That we play games with.
And now they're trying to hang out, once a month, which is fair.
That's great.
But then, we would have to...
We gotta play our Legacy games.
So,
very important.
All that to say, from the very baby bit I've played, I almost broke, and we almost played with one of my friends. But you're like, you know what?
No, let's wait a little bit.
Let's wait a little bit.
Playing so we played.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about that. So starting now. We're gonna talk about our experience with the first, the prologue in Chapter 1. Again, no spoilers. But if
General
you're someone
impressions that we derived from playing the prologue in Chapter 1.
If you're a maniac, bye-bye. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It comes out on November 9th for $75.
3 to 5 players.
3 to 5 players. I think, I think this is a no-brain buy.
Yeah, if you like Legacy games, you should definitely buy this. If you like Betrayal, you should buy this.
Yeah. So, okay. So, Jennifer, where did we play this game, and what was the circumstances?
We got to play this game in Salem, Massachusetts, very spooky, at the Hawthorne Hotel.
Very spooky.
Double spooky. That hotel is haunted.
Yeah.
And we got to play there, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
With Rob Davio running us through the game.
Yes.
Who is the writer of this game.
Yes.
Who's super nice.
Yeah, he's like the dude who invented Legacy games.
Yeah.
So it was a huge honor.
And we're big fans of Legacy games in general.
Yeah.
So we played Risk Legacy. We finished Pandemic Legacy.
We finished season 1.
We still got to play season 2.
Yeah, you guys won't finish Risk with me because my nation is too powerful,
Tim's too powerful.
And you're all too weak.
It's a sore spot with me because he has 5 million bombs, and I just, you know what? I'm having a good time. I don't want to talk about it with you right now. So this game won't happen like that in this game.
So they opened up a box for us to try out.
Yes.
And they handed us hey, grab a
Pick your
family card.
Yeah.
When you first get the families, they're not written on. And just
so
like...
you get to name your family.
Right. So it starts hilariously in 1666, of course.
666!
And it goes
That's
all the way to 2004. And we had a lot of jokes about, like, it's 2006.
Whoa!
But yeah, it was really rad because
it
was intimate. It was just a little bit down from our home, so to speak.
Yep.
One town over. So it was a rad event, and we're super thankful that we're able to check it out. It ruins all of our credibility because it's the perfect way to play.
Right, that's true. Well, but also we were playing with two people that we didn't know at all.
Yeah.
And it was still extremely, extremely fun.
Yep.
Yeah, it got me so excited to play more. Like, we literally went and played more regular Betrayal at the House on the Hill that weekend.
Yeah,
because it got me so excited to play.
Yeah, when we almost broke. So, just like the other Betrayal games, you pick your color of your family and their crest, so to speak. And I'll make the camera bigger so I'll keep it down here. Keep it there. So that you can kind of like see their stats. Same idea of, physical versus whatever.
Yeah, mental. So you've got like your sanity and your knowledge and your might and your speed, and like some people are like kind of good at everything, and some people are really fast, but they're not so good in the brain area.
Yeah. So I picked the purple team, which I eventually named Trattori, which is Italian, I think, for tractor, and it sounds like traitor. So I thought that was fun.
I picked the name Woodhaven because my first character that I made died in the woods.
Yeah. So who is your first character?
My first character was a 6-year-old child named Rosemary who was murdered by another child.
Classic.
Which is, again, why I like Betrayal, because the stories that you make up from the scenarios that happen are very good. So I definitely would say, like, if you just play it straight as a mechanics game, like, I don't think that's the optimal way to play it. It's more, imagine the scenarios where these things are happening. Like, for instance, this is not to do with Betrayal Legacy. We were playing regular Betrayal with our friend.
Not regular, Baldur's Gate.
Sorry. Oh, you're right. It was.
Betrayal
at Baldur's Gate with our friend. And we ended up chasing the bad guys with a haunted pan flute.
Yes.
And murdered them in that way, which was very funny.
Yes.
So all that to say is I think that thinking of Betrayal games like as like a kind of cooperative storytelling as well as a cooperative game is a fun way to play.
Yeah, and Rob Davio said as much, that he wanted you to be able to write your own ghost story around the table. So already...
That's the thing, I don't even know if we explained that. You're building your house.
Yes, so...
You are building your fucking haunted house.
So the base...
in Betrayal Legacy.
Yeah, the base house is like pretty small in 1666.
Because it's like your little like shack.
Yeah, it has outside, which I think is new. I'm not super familiar with base Betrayal, so I don't really know all of the stuff.
I guess that's true because we've not played a ton of base Betrayal.
Right.
We played Betrayal Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, but so it's the same basic idea, but they have outside, they have in upper landing, basement, and ground floor, and they did a cool thing, which again, this might be how it is in base Betrayal, but they kind of curved the end of the downstairs, like the entryway, so that you know, that's like
this is a
door
zone.
to like a different area.
Right.
So the house is really small, and then you take your peoples. There are, since it could be 5 players, you get like one of 5 little tiny people, little meeple boys, or like minis, I guess you'd say. I feel like I have to comment. I mean, the minis don't look that good, but they work for a board game.
I like them because I think that putting faces on minis this size can sometimes just look really weird and scary.
Yeah.
And I feel like it kind of goes with the mood of the game for them to be kind of like faceless shapes.
Yeah.
Well, they have a face. But
and they all kind of, have their own personality with how small they are. I don't think you can see this, but...
flip it around so they can see that this terrifying child is holding a teddy bear behind
it might just look
back.
like a... There we go for a second.
No, you can definitely see
I can't hold my hands still
That
enough.
was Rosemary, and she died.
Yeah.
In the woods.
I played Father Lloyd, who was 49 years young, and I died by getting my head hammered into a pond. So, but it's kind of hilarious. Like, the betrayer, or who we thought was the betrayer, or I think, the betrayer of the second game was... you start the second game, again, no spoilers, with, like, whoever won the first game being able to, like, do a thing to one player. Right. Again, no spoilers. So the player that the previous winner picked to do thing became the betrayer at the end. And it had no mechanical reason.
Yeah, no,
it was just our story.
But it was really good story-wise.
Right. It was the guy who was, trying to break in, like one of the kids looking at her house,
right?
And they threw like a rock at them, and which like made them weaker but madder or something like that.
So one thing that I think is really fun about Betrayal Legacy is, so in regular Legacy you can pull items that make you more powerful in the game. So in Betrayal Legacy you can make certain items like your household. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Your
family crest.
No, not your crest. It's like a keepsake or...
Oh, yeah, an heirloom.
An heirloom, thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so you can, like, be like, all right, this is my family's heirloom, which, Tim, can you talk about the heirloom that your family got?
All right, guys.
Because it's
I don't know. This might technically be an item that you get in Chapter 1 as opposed to Session 0. So, technically... if we want to be purulescent, bleach white, we cannot guarantee that this item is not a spoiler. But it's a very...
It's so funny,
It's a very baseline item, and you're not going to be peed-o'd. In fact, it's going to make you happier when you play your game, so we're doing it. The item is simply called Bells. And again, I don't remember if it's in the base or not. I could probably check in 2 seconds, but I'm not. And since this Daddy's Bells, I named him. And
Daddy's Bells!
And
extremely haunted bells.
Since I added the family crest to it, my family crest, making these bells my heirloom in the second game. Mm-hmm. So Daddy's Bells, normal bells, here's what they do. It says sacred, which that might mean something down the road. I have no idea.
We don't know.
From an animal collar for a ritual, kind of. Yes to both, please. Chime, gain 1 sanity, then move everyone 1 tile, ignoring obstacles. Then bury this card. So instead of discarding, you bury.
You put it on the bottom.
Because the deck size is going to be really small, so you can go through them twice. And then if you choose to make this one of your heirlooms, going forward, every single one of your games, when my family has Daddy's Bells, if this is your family's heirloom, also gain 1 speed when you chime the bells. So when we... So, again, I'm sorry if that is from Game 2. I don't know if it is or not. Or Game 1, not 0.
Right, exactly, because yes.
The thing we absolutely want to avoid is how the haunt starts. We're not telling you that at all. It's different. And... yeah, I don't even want to... Yeah,
no, don't even say. Yeah, there's stuff. There's things that happen. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that the way that instructions happen when the haunt begins are a little more clear.
Yeah.
In Betrayal Legacy than they are in traditional Betrayal, because it can be really confusing. Like if you're playing with people that have never played before, and the person who is the betrayer has never played before, and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it kind of like lays it out a little more clearly, and you can kind of go through some stuff together as a group,
of
even
course
with the betrayer.
Yeah, of course we had the actual designer there, so it sort of felt
right, of course,
easier, but like. With the Legacy deck, which they give you, of course, it reminded me of some board games I played recently that give you a game, your first game that follows sort of like a pattern or like a tutorial game. It felt like that in a good way. Because, one of the original reasons why Rob Davio wanted to do these Legacy games is so that people could slowly but surely learn all of the rules to any given super crunchy game. So, and it's the same basic idea if you played Pandemic. You draw the first, it's like, start from the other side, do not shuffle the deck. Okay, so Legacy deck, stop. Yeah, so just...
there are instructions for, like, win events.
Yeah.
Everything is very clear of, like, how to do the Legacy part of things when you find stuff out.
I don't know what this is.
There's definitely stuff in there we have not, like, because we have wanted to play, but we're holding off. We've only done the prologue and the first chapter. Yeah. But I also, like, I love the concept of having a prologue, so you can, like, refresh yourselves on rules and, like, get in the mood.
Yeah.
And it doesn't the prologue is pretty short. Like, it did not take us that long to play.
And it whips ass. It's so good.
It's really good. And chapter 1, I mean, neither one of them took that long to play.
No, not at all.
Which I like, because as much as Tim would love to play a board game for 4 hours straight, my attention span is not that long. Yeah. So I like having, like, a more condensed play schedule.
Yeah, so you're allowed to add an heirloom once per game, and you have a total of 9 heirlooms that you can add to all the games. Of course, don't think of any of these rules as set in stone, because
who knows what will change.
We have the Folium Infernum, everyone. This is the legacy bullshit. Like, peel the sticker off
and put it under there.
Yeah, and then update the rules. We saw, I think, 2 or 3 come off, but I do like that it's not in order. Our first thing we opened was C, so they're tricking you.
The other thing is that's interesting, as you could probably guess, because it's a legacy game, and there's tiles, things get changed permanently in the game as you're going along.
Yeah.
Which is very fun and very stressful. And there definitely is still that mechanic of take this card and throw it away or rip it apart.
Yeah, I was like, here's like the stack of building tiles.
Yeah.
And on the bottom it says, place these tile planks in the tray this side down. Do not shuffle or look at any planks until instructed.
So there's some stuff.
Yeah, so it just says tile plank 1. So when you finish, I think my assumption is whenever you finish a game, you draw 1, 2 tiles, so to speak, and then you go on from there. We didn't see any. So this is kind of a silly thing to be let down by, but there's no boxes to open. And I haven't looked under the. Ooh, let's do this right now. I'm looking underneath.
I just see there's anything under there.
Yeah, because Risk Legacy did.
Oh, something's in there.
Something's in there.
All right. Okay.
Ah!
Oh, secrets.
Never mind.
Well, we just found something out.
Okay, so here we are. I don't know, if there's anything down there. Wow. Okay. Never mind. I can't get my thing back because I fucked that. That's gonna be a fun time when we pull that. That would have been a real nice treat. But
it would have.
It would have. Here we go.
There's something under there. We won't see what it was.
Don't look at it.
Don't look under there. That would be like Tim.
Yeah.
Big old stupid. Anything else that you wanted to say about it?
Yes.
Okay.
I wish I didn't do that. On stream. That's our bad. That's not a big deal. It's a puppy. The betrayal mechanics feel better because you have the Bleak Journal.
Yes.
Which is like all the story stuff that you read out loud. You have the Traitor's Tome, and then you have the Secrets of Survival. So the cool thing is with the other Betrayal games, the bad person would leave the room, and then the good people would stay in the room
and all figure out together what to do.
Yeah. So this way, you start together. And you kind of hash out together what the state is, and then you split apart.
Yes.
Because the fear always was, hey, what if my, I'm inviting my friend over who's never played board games, but, betrayal's pretty straightforward for the most part.
Yeah, I do feel like but still, like, people get nervous. Like, if they don't know what they're doing, and they're like, I'm going to do it wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe you've had a couple of drinks, and things are confusing, so.
So, that part was amazing. After playing one game of the Baldur's Gate Betrayal, I'm happy to say that the number of small tokens is a lot lower. It was such a pain in the butt.
Those tokens were woo.
Yeah, it was such a pain in the butt to find one hunter's mark and one rat corpse or something like that. And it was really, really annoying. There's a lot less. There's a lot fewer things. So we could probably keep going on and on, but the overall things are that we're crazy excited. The 2 games we played were legitimately surprising, which was I was not expecting so quickly. Because all the other ones, it felt like, okay, the first game or two feels like normal, fast, that version of the game.
Yes.
But he did some really smart things at the beginning that kind of blew our mind and made everyone at the table go, whoa!
Yeah, I mean, I think because this one's so narrative-based, like, it's just really set up well to do that.
Yeah. And it wasn't very hard for us to come up with our own stories. It just sort of happened naturally. And like Jennifer said, there were two other folks who we didn't know. So it wasn't like, our inside joke having board game friends already.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is like two complete strangers, and we all had a really fun time together. Right. Making up like weird character like interactions with each other. Yeah. And
there's and my second character's name was Peanut, a 15-year-old blank. And she was bashed into the damn creek.
We were all screaming about Peanut being
killed. Peanut got killed.
Rest in pieces, Peanut.
Well, Peanut had Daddy's bells. So that's why Peanut was good, because Peanut was the small, child with a bear token. And then I had Daddy's bells, and I was shaking it. I was shaking at the betrayer in order to, whatever. But no, there's so many cool things in the game. Like, occasionally one player gets a secret that no one else gets that has nothing to do with anything but the story. Yes. There's like one thing I read, I was like, and I looked at him and I was like, do I read this out loud? He goes, nope. And then later on, they said some story stuff as like you're reading either the Legacy deck or the whatever the Survival Tome, or maybe it was Bleak Journal. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, I think it was in the Bleak Journal.
Because we lost one of them. If you can lose, I guess. I don't think you can lose. But what is like, if you defeat the betrayer, go to story 70. Yeah. If you lose the betrayer, go to 88. Yeah. So when they're talking about 88's story, I was like, wait a second. That sounds like something I saw.
And I know, like, in the prologue game, like, there was a time that I knew something that the other people in the group didn't know, but it wasn't like I wasn't the betrayer. So that was interesting.
Yep. So, again, we could probably talk for a long time, but I know if we do, I'm going to accidentally goof up again and spoil myself. Luckily, the stream didn't see what I saw, so you guys are fine.
Just me.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah. Definitely, no, I guess there is a chance that Game 4 and 7 will be bad, but we don't know. That's why
from what we've played, we really liked it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And I'm very excited, and I'm like very excited about playing it again. I think it's especially like a fun game to play like at this time of year, where it's fall outside. Yeah, light some candles.
I'm literally kind of trying to figure out how do I not plan every single weekend yet get Betrayal done without waiting too long.
I know,
but
it's hard.
I'm sure we're missing things that we would like to say that aren't spoilers for anything in whatever. But I'll say again, comes out on November 9th. $75 by Wizards of the Coast in Avalon Hill. Thanks again to them. I'm a huge fanboy of everything they do, so this is an extremely biased overview.
Yeah, I mean, we already like this
preview.
This general game.
Oh yeah, I was gonna buy this for free as hell. We are going to be doing a giveaway.
Yes.
For the game. Jennifer.
Yeah.
How should we do that?
I do not know, and I was not prepared to answer that question right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna think about it, but we do have a game to give away.
Most likely, I'm thinking something simple.
Yes.
What if you comment on geeklyinc.com on the comment section on the website, because we're going to post this for the people watching on Twitch. We'll post this on I don't know when, but eventually we'll post it on the website, and if you comment there, that seems like the easiest way, right?
Probably.
It might be fun to do a charity thing.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, so we don't know yet, but it's either going to be something as simple as comment or donating money to a good cause. We don't know yet. We'll figure that out. Stay tuned. You'll be the first to know. But thank you so much for watching our excited ramblings. My heart is beating from the horrors that don't lift that. I did that for you.
Don't do it.
It was a mouth. No, actually, there one token. This is not a spoiler. Which rules so fucking hard. Is just a mouth. I took off. Sorry. Shit, I moved the thing. It's just a mouth. And that's one thing I kind of love about a game like this. Come on, camera. Here you go. It's mouth. Okay, well, it's a mouth. It says, if you end your turn here, lose 1 sanity. That's one thing I love. Because it's like, there's several items on here, and you have no GD idea. Like, I don't even know what a car is in 1966, or 1666. So you open up the box, and you just see a mouth, and you're like, well, eventually a mouth is going to happen, I guess.
This is going to be relevant to our game.
Yep. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to geeklyinc.com and our Twitters. I'm at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
And we'll tell you specifically what we want to do. I think maybe a charity thing might be nice.
I think a charity thing might be nice.
We got it for free.
Exactly. And I like doing charity things. We will tweet about it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
If we do it.
Yeah. I'm planning on putting this up tomorrow, maybe Thursday.
So it'll be soon.
I'm really lazy. But, so many things I'm juggling.
Crack the whip.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.